We have 9 seconds left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
And ready, coming in.
Brussels gets some answers and Ball State remains prepared. Good evening, I'm Sharp Marshall.
And I'm Demi Johnson. Thank you for joining us. 2 suspects in yesterday's attacks were identified today as brothers Ibrahim al-Bakrawi and Khalid al-Bakrawi. 1 suspect remains on the run.
Meanwhile, Ball State Police Chief Jim Duckham is reassuring students and staff that UPD is vigilant in maintaining campus safety and is reminding everyone to report any suspicious activity.
We're here. You have a
All right, we're in the SOT. 34 seconds.
34 seconds on this
This
package.
is an OTS.
And then Demi OTS on unit camera 2.
The TVs, the
Messaging,
messaging, Twitter.
Then will he be on 1 afterwards?
Of our officers. I think
Yes, camera 1.
And just
How many seconds?
15 seconds.
15
We're
seconds.
going to be here for you, and we're all part of this community, and by helping us.
10 seconds,
calling
stand
out
by.
something
Stand
out
by.
of the ordinary or something that just doesn't seem right, you're doing yourself and the community a great service.
All right, coming back.
After identifying 2 of the suspects in yesterday's attack in Brussels, Belgian authorities are continuing their search for a 3rd suspect still believed to be at large. Investigators believe another suicide bomber at the airport was an alleged bomb maker. Meanwhile, Belgian citizens say they will carry on despite the recent events. Karen Kefa has the very last from Washington.
It is a bond neither city wanted.
All right, that's OTS right. On Sharp is next. And we have a minute and a half.
There's a minute and a half left in this package. So
The mayor of Brussels and all
Yeah, a
of
little
us
bit
stood with us when Paris was hit. Together, we will be much stronger.
Moments of silence continued in Belgium and around the globe Wednesday.
you say it was
the
an
day
OTS or
after
just normal
explosions
close-up?
rocked the Brussels
OTS.
airport
It's an OTS
and
on unit
the
camera 1.
metro station in the European capital. The attacks, for which ISIS has claimed
What?
credit, again
Look at me.
highlighting a
1
problem
minute.
Europe
1 minute.
is desperate to solve.
We also know that the response must be European because the terrorist threat and this challenge is about the whole of Europe.
Authorities in Belgium say these brothers, Khalid and Ibrahim el-Bakrawi, were among the suicide bombers, one at the airport, the other at the subway station. They also say this man in a light-colored jacket placed a bomb at the airport before leaving the scene. A manhunt is underway for him and others with suspected connections to the attacks. Police raids
30
continued
seconds.
Wednesday.
30 seconds.
The country remains at its highest terror alert. Traveling in
Camera
Argentina,
1,
President
OTS.
Obama pledged support to Belgium and Europe.
The world has to be united against terrorism, and we can and we will defeat those who threaten the safety and security not only of our own people, but of people all around the world.
For Brussels, that
10
fight
seconds,
has
stand
been
by.
too close
Stand by.
to home. In Washington, I'm Karen Kefa.
And coming back.
Purdue University Sigma Phi
All
Alpha
right,
has been
and it'll be an
suspended
OTS
since the fall
on Demi.
of 2020
Camera 1.
due to alcohol violations, unregistered functions, and hazing.
camera
events.
1.
The incidents
Camera
involving
2,
illegal
I'm at.
drugs and serving alcohol to minors, the Purdue Community Standards Board originally planned to suspend the chapter from campus permanently, but decided against it, calling its permanent removal too harsh. According to Brian Riddell, the president of the fraternity's alumni group, the chapter's 14 members are allowed to live in the house until the end of the spring semester.
Ball State University has named its 3rd enrollment officer in 15 months.
All right.
Kay Bales
And
University
next will be
Dean of Student
OTS
and Vice
right
President
on
for
camera
Student
1.
Affairs
This is an
set to
OTS right,
take over
Toa.
for Julie Hopwood. Hopwood served on an interim basis for more than a year after being appointed by former President Paul Ferguson. Hopwood will be leaving to take over as Ball State's Associate Vice President for Business and Auxiliary Services. The changes in leadership comes at a time where freshman enrollment numbers have dropped.
Governor Mike Pence signed another bill today, this time boosting Indiana's road funding. Pence raised the short-term road funding solution, saying it will pump millions of dollars into improvements without raising taxes. The deal will put roughly $230 million towards state highways and bridges over the next 2 years. Pence said he was pleased with the outcome of the bill. However, Senate Democratic leader Tim Lanane feels differently. Lenane, in a statement, said, quote,
All right,
every year we
this
fail
is
to find
close up.
substantial long-term solutions.
Close up
Our
on
roads
camera
and
2
bridges
on
are
Demi.
a year more outdated, and the price tag to fix them just keeps climbing. Road funding was a major debate during this year's legislative session, proving that a conclusion could be met without raising taxes was Pence's ultimate goal.
For those not going on the road this spring break, Muncie has 2 events going on for local residents. Minnetrista is getting the whole family involved to help their children keep their thinking caps on. NewsLink Indiana's Ashley Lehue has the story.
All right,
While
1:30.
typically
1:30
charges
in this
admission
package.
for their events,
And then what are we coming back
visitor
to?
experience manager Allison
Camera
Clark
2
works
close
to
up.
engage the
Camera 2
community
close
at
up is
no
what we're coming back
cost,
to.
especially when kids are off
Camera 2
school
close
with
up is
time on
when
their
we come back.
hands.
What's that?
No, it's repeating it to her.
Designate
Okay.
one day, twice a year, to open our doors and say, come out, bring everybody in your group. We're going to have something for everybody.
Minnetrista is working to redefine the word family. According to county health ratings, 39% of children raised in Delaware County are living in single-parent homes. That's 6% higher than the rest of Indiana.
We define family as any group of people, any age, that have some sort of relationship. So today we've seen senior citizens, we've seen single parents with 5 kids, we've seen mom, dad, and child.
Among painters and potters, peddler Robin Bahari of Bike Muncie set up an obstacle course to advocate bicycle safety.
Bicycle safety starts with kids, starts when they're young, and then they could grow to be,
What's
avid
the time?
riders. And we want lots of people bicycling.
We got
Muncie because
20
it's
seconds.
20 seconds
Everything's
left.
so close.
This week's learning didn't have to stop when the schools closed their doors.
15.
In Muncie,
15.
Ashley Lehue,
Stand by.
Stand by.
NewsLink, Indiana.
Camera 2.
Coming back.
The next Family Adventure Day is on October 12th
Are we
during
going to
This is
fall
a
camera
break.
close up.
This event will last until 8
Camera
Close up,
p.m.
camera
to
1, yep.
accommodate families with working parents. Visit minnetrista.net for more information.
Another event available for Muncie school kids during the break is going on at the Muncie Children's Museum. NewsLink Indiana's Colton Letourneau has more on what the museum has to offer.
Muncie's Children's
All right,
Museum is the place to be
120
for
in
spring
this
break
package.
2016. Daily activities will be happening at 11 a.m.,
Oh, this is
1
cool. I'm
p.m.,
glad
and
they
3
did a
p.m.
package
starting
on
March
this. What are we coming
27th
back to?
and going
We'll
through
back
March
on camera
26th.
1, close up.
And then again
Then we're
March
coming back to
29th
camera 1,
through
close up
April
on you,
3rd.
and then
Activities
camera
include
2.
making bookmarks with nail polish that shows how light reflects off thin films.
Camera
Watching
2
the Muncie
after
Town Express
this on
go by,
Demi.
climbing through the ant wall.
After
But one of the
camera
biggest
1.
It'll
hits was the
be
water
a
works
2-shot
This allowed
weather
the children
toss.
to learn and explore
On-
how water can travel. Jill Jackson,
Camera
a
1.
member of
Okay.
the Muncie community, explained
So
how this was a
it's
highlight
going from
of
camera
her
1
and her
close up to
children's
camera
spring
1
break.
2 shot.
This was a highlight for us coming
Yeah.
here for my kids' spring
Alright.
break. We didn't
Just
travel to
making sure.
Florida, or do anything like that. So this was the big
so camera
highlight for
1
us
close
coming
up on
here
you
this week.
after it.
Jill and many other
Camera
parents
1
brought their
2 shot.
kids out to the Children's
That's what I'm
Museum
told.
to spend a day of their spring break exploring various activities
What's
the
the
museum
time?
had to offer. Mercedes
We have
Hoover,
30
floor
seconds.
educator
30
at the
seconds.
museum, explains how the museum impacts children in an
camera 1.
educational way.
It just kind of gets kids interested in
There's
science
20
and
seconds.
technology, and so that might foster some other kind of
20 seconds.
interest later on in life.
15
if they
now.
want to
15.
pursue that as a career choice later down the road.
All activities are free with admission. Admission
10,
costs $6
stand by.
per person,
Stand by.
ages 1 through 100. I'm Colton Letourneau, NewsLink, Indiana.
Good.
Jill Jackson went on to say that not only does the museum provide great exhibits, it also contains many educational values.
It's a 2-shot.
I really like your outfit today.
Thanks, I wore a color because, it's feeling like spring out.
It really is. I put on this necklace today. It was inspired by the spring weather that was going on
That's
today.
awesome. That is fantastic. So let's go check out some weather.
Yeah, why not? Spring is in full effect, and you could definitely feel that today. It was pretty beautiful out there. Right now, we're looking at a very spring-like 61 degrees outside, and the wind isn't too bad. South at 11 miles per hour.
Way back on camera 2, 2-shot.
Temperature is. Looking around the state, temperatures are pretty consistent here. 61 in Shelbyville, 61 in Indianapolis, 57 in Kokomo. All around pretty warm and nice, even into the evening. Looking at the radar, we are seeing some new things starting to pop up here. But don't worry, that light line green is likely not to even precipitate onto the ground and could be missed if you do feel much of anything. But looking forward and ahead into the weather, what to expect? Some heavy rain.
All right,
is
go
going
ahead.
to be moving
Go
into our area.
ahead to
With
camera
the
2
heavy
here.
rain, potential for
And
some
make it a
lightning
2-shot.
and thunderstorms. But something we're all really looking forward to, that Easter forecast. So that much and more coming up in weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
When we
Read.
return, a local convenience store gets quite the scare.
And a top presidential candidate gets a big endorsement. Stay tuned.
All right, we're in the break. 2 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
All right, after the break, it's an OTS right on Sharp, camera 1.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
One minute.
So I've come up with a family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
30 seconds.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting.
And 10.
Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this.
5, 4,
I
3,
really hope he grows out of
2,
this for his sake.
1. Come back.
Muncie City Police are searching for a man who held up a Southside convenience store early this morning. The robbery took place at the Village Pantry at 101 East Memorial Drive at 4:58 a.m. City Police Sergeant Mike Engel said the robber was a white male around 5 feet 10
Next.
inches tall and
Camera
weighed
2.
between 2 and 250 pounds. He was armed with a large rusty hunting knife and fled from the store with a small amount of cash and cigarettes. Anyone with information should call the police department's investigation division at 765-747-4867.
4 African-American journalists were featured in Tuesday night's Professional in Residence panel at Ball State University. One of the main ideas in the discussion was a message for citizens everywhere. Newslink Indiana's David K. Jones has the story.
Relationships.
Minute 30.
Minute 30.
The way 2 or more people
Then coming
are
back to
connected.
camera 2 close up.
Camera 2 close up.
Relationships are
Yep.
all the more
Camera 2
important
close
in
up.
policing our communities. Sandra Chapman, Brian Reeder, Terry Cope Walton, and Kevin Hartfield may
Then
be
one.
from different walks of
Are we
life.
going to one
But those
after
4
2,
came
I
together
assume?
at Ball
Wanna close
State
up?
to discuss the importance of
It'll be an
building
OTS,
relationships.
actually. But yes, camera 1.
OTS and camera 1 after. Her 2 shot when it comes back.
It's built off of a relationship.
1 minute.
If you're going to be successful in life, you have to be able to build relationships with people. Because if you feel like you're just going to do this on your own, you're not going to be successful.
4 instructors from the Department of Journalism and Telecommunications were on hand to give brief descriptions of each of the speakers, a testament to relationships.
One of the most intimate relationships is the mother and son combination. Ball State senior Austin Taylor had the chance to hear his mom, Sandra Chapman, speak in front of his peers.
Even though she's my mom, I get to hear a lot of the points she makes. I can always pick up something new from her, drop some knowledge.
I didn't necessarily tell Austin that I was coming, so it was such a treat to come to the door and actually he said, "Hey, I heard you were coming to speak."
What's our time?
That was pretty fun.
No matter the
sorry, it's
situation
20
in
seconds.
life,
20 seconds.
Building
my bad.
relationships
Very
with
good.
one another helps you stay connected in the community. In Muncie, David K. Jones.
All right,
Stand
coming
by.
back. Coming back. Coming back. And go.
The 4 journalists hope that the
All right,
audience learns
OTS
to build
right
better
on camera 1.
connections.
Jeb Bush has endorsed his former rival Ted Cruz. In a statement,
Yes, read.
in a statement provided to CNN Wednesday morning, Bush said Cruz was a principled conservative
And this
urged
is a
Republicans
close-up
to give him their
on
vote.
camera
He
2
also urged
next.
the GOP to reject frontrunner Donald Trump. warning that the GOP will lose to the Democrats in November if Trump is the nominee. Bush's endorsement comes a month after he ended his own bid for the Republican presidential nomination.
All right.
We have an amazing act of heroism to share with you, and it was done by a 5-year-old girl. She saved her mom from drowning in their backyard pool. Andrew Ellison has more.
Don't let her size or shy
1 minute 20.
120. What camera are we come back to?
And we'll come back to camera 2 shot
Camera
for the
2
tees.
shot for the tees is what we're
in
coming
the
back to.
hospital bed,
Or,
and I
yeah.
did not know where I was.
She had no idea she'd suffered a seizure while swimming and nearly drowned. Surveillance video from Friday shows the whole thing. Allison, realizing something was wrong, dove into the water and started pulling her mother to the shallow end of the pool. It took several tries, but she didn't give up. Just to give you another idea of how far that is,
45.
she started
45
right
seconds.
here and pulled her mom through the
2
water
shot and 2
all the way
for the
over
tees.
to the steps. And I just walked that distance, but you can imagine how hard it would be for a 5-year-old to pull an adult that far through water. Once there, Allison turned her mom over.
30
her
seconds.
head above
30
water,
seconds.
then went inside for help. Her sisters and aunt came rushing out.
She was really heavy, and I could only get the top part of her out, and then her other daughters ran over and helped me get her out, and so Allison was able to do that on her own. And
20
so,
seconds.
20 seconds.
It's a miracle.
Allison's been swimming since she was 2.5. Summer jobs as a lifeguard might be in her future.
I know. I think I see some potential there.
10
She
seconds.
didn't
Stand
have
by.
much to say about her heroic deed. For now, simply grateful to be in her mom's arms. Andrew Ellison, Chris 6 News.
And coming back.
We're in the
Readjust
first week
that.
of spring, and it is starting to warm up out there.
And hold it.
Ellen Fritz
Stop.
is here to tell
Stop.
us if milder temps are here to stay.
And if rain might be a part of tomorrow's morning, look at outlook when Indiana's Newsline continues.
Can you help me with this?
Now break
My
2
dad
minutes.
teaches me all kinds of stuff.
What happened there?
All they did tonight. Sure. He helps me with
Nothing.
homework.
That would be Sharp just stumbled. Don't acknowledge it.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one.
He got tongue tied a little bit.
Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
He knows it.
And that's why
All right, we're coming back to camera 1 2 shot
Perfect to be a perfect parent.
Okay, camera 1 2 shot
for a weather toss.
for a weather toss.
Yeah, I think so.
They're coming. Please.
Do you want sports to come in?
Light check. 1 2 1 2.
Is that what they asked?
Sports to come in during main weather.
Sports comes in during main weather. Pass it on. They said sports comes in during main weather.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest
So
near
hold
you.
off on him coming over.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Making
Because we
sure.
only have a minute left in this.
Minute
break.
left in this break. Okay, we're coming back to camera 1 and 2 shot, right?
Yes.
Just making sure. I have short-term memory loss. It's fine.
That's fine. Ask as many questions as you need.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
30 seconds.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for
10,
people in your community.
9,
which
8,
means your
7,
stuff can be more
6,
powerful than you think.
5, 4,
Donate
3,
stuff, create
2,
jobs.
1.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. So, Sharp, the weather was just crazy today. When I was walking to
Yeah.
class, it was so windy, my hair kept blowing
Yeah,
in my face.
I almost lost my hat today because of all the wind. It was unbelievable. But-
I know, but I heard we were supposed to get some rain, and that didn't happen today, so that's good.
So let's see what's on the Easter forecast, and let's go to weather.
Yes, those windy conditions that we were experiencing today are going to continue into tomorrow. So get ready for that continued wind and possible rain. But right now the wind isn't too bad. The temperature is about 61 degrees, so pretty comfortable out there. And the wind south at 11 miles per hour.
All right, as soon as weather is done, we'll be camera 1 3 shot.
Radar here in Indiana, not too much going on. Pretty clear. These are just
Camera
Light-
one.
Some heavier clouds and potential light mist for the most part, but not really much going on. We zoom out. You see the craziness that is wrapped all around us. All of this heavy, heavy snow and this severe weather right here is going to make our Thursday a little bit more interesting. But tonight, things are going to be calmer for the most part. So overcast and those windy conditions are going to stick around for most of the evening, but that rain shouldn't begin until early tomorrow morning. Temperatures are going to drop down to 57, so pretty warm thanks to this blanket of clouds that are going to be covering us for the evening. Now tomorrow I said there is potential for some interesting weather. Well, here is the severe weather outlook. And this is brought on by the Storm Prediction Center. And we are under this darker green color. That's a marginal chance for severe weather. So in our situation, that means potential for some thunderstorms. So prepare for a potential strike of lightning or two into tomorrow. Let's get more specific, though, as to what time you can expect that rain. So early morning, 4 a.m. here on Thursday, you just see small patches isolated of rain showers. But that will pick up, especially around the time we're headed to class. So 9 a.m., you see this big system moving through. Heavy, heavy rain. So when you're outside, conditions are going to be windier too. You're going to need a raincoat to protect you throughout most of the day. You are going to see even more line system as storms start to merge together. That's going to help pick up the wind speeds as well. But heavy rain is going to continue in bands. The strongest we're expecting, where we could see those lightning and thunderstorm potential, is about 5 p.m. But after this kind of squall line moves through, things are going to start to calm down a little bit. So we're going to see mostly overcast.
Hey, Sports can
dots
sit
of
down
white and blue here. That's potential for a snowflake.
if he's
or
ready.
no real accumulation.
I can see him standing over there.
Should stick around into Friday morning.
I'll come over if I get his attention.
Friday evening, pretty nice. But the day planner to get more
I mean, it's
specific
too late
on
now.
Thursday,
Or,
you
no,
can
no,
expect
she's
what you're
okay.
gonna need to know. You see rain all the way
He
through.
can
Just
sit.
kinda
Oh, he's
changing
eating,
in
but
how heavy
I
it
mean,
is. So really heavy
if he's
in the
ready to go,
morning,
get
kinda
him to sit
lightening
down.
up, and then going to continue and to get a little stronger throughout the day. But temperatures are going to be pretty nice, up to 63. Down here, though, gusts are going to get really strong, up to 30 miles per hour here at 3 p.m. So an umbrella is not really going to be too useful for you out there tomorrow. So a raincoat, maybe even rain boots with the amount of rain we're going to get. But what we've been looking to, Easter coming up, and you might not like what I have to say, we do have a chance for rain. About a 50-50 shot looking out there for now. But mostly cloudy for sure. Temperatures should be pretty spring-like and nice, 55. So the bunny might have to hop through some puddles, but he'll still make it to you for Easter.
Give
Now, our
weather
Saturday
a
forecast
wrap.
gonna look, yes, those stormy conditions for tomorrow. 63. Friday's going to be cooler. Saturday going to be pretty sunny. Nice start to the weekend.
All right,
And that
set
Easter
that.
Sunday, chance of rain, but temperatures will climb back up through Wednesday.
Next on Newslink, the men's basketball team played to continue their season. Find out how they did in New York.
And today, the NFL announced new rules for next season. We'll have the main change in next in sports.
2 minutes. Sports news. Sit down right now.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those
These are all a
who
bunch of
carry with
close-ups.
us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know.
It's going to readjust on all of these.
Sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
So when we're here, is there a way we can just
You mean just keep on skipping ahead?
So like
All right, sports good.
Sports is good.
You're good.
We're gonna adjust this on the fly. So
Okay. You're good.
To keep your family safer, check your steps and food
Minute left or?
yeah, 1 minute.
1 minute left.
So, I got this new family. And I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy. All day long. Tap, 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 tap.
But then I skip over the
Oh, and she even talks to it.
Okay, that makes sense.
She talks
I think you're
loud
fine.
when
I
she
want to
comes
move it down because
him.
then they're
What's up, bro?
adjusting the camera angle. So
What's that?
Nice shirt.
you look a good height though.
Her mom?
That's what matters.
She talks to her mom a lot.
Okay, 30 seconds,
Yep, 30 seconds.
and then camera.
Camera 3 sports.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just sports, right? It goes right to sports.
Yep.
Yeah, just him. Yes, and just.
What would your 12-year-old self say?
Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't
All
try
right,
to
coming back
convince
in
yourself otherwise. You had it right the
5,
first time.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Logan Hancock with your sports news this evening. The Ball State men's basketball team was in New York tonight, taking on the Columbia Lions for a chance to advance to the semifinal round of the College Insiders Tournament. Got some highlights here for you. They were looking to channel some of the late game magic that they had last game against UT Martin. To start it off, Jeremy Tyler has a nice floater here to get it started off for Ball State. They were down early because of Alex Rosenberg's hot shooting. He hits the three here, trifecta. They go up big early, but Niall Smith would cut the lead here as he steals the ball, and he says, I'll take the bucket and the foul and one. Nice move to the hoop for Niall Smith right there. Here we go. Fast forward a little bit later in the first, Trey Moses hits the nice floater in the face of the defense. And then to end out the half, the senior Bo Calhoun, calm under pressure, buzzer beater, no problem. Buckets, trifecta, ties the game up at half. However, Ball State would end up coming just a little bit short to end out this game as they failed to conjure up some late game magic. Once again, the final score was Columbia 69, Ball State 67 after Sean Sellers missed 2 free throws with 2 seconds left that would have tied the game. The Cardinals season officially comes to a close as they finished with a 21-14 record. The senior leader for the men's volleyball team, Brennan Serrain, was rewarded with Offensive Player of the Week honors by the MIVA. He tallied up a total of 35 kills in the pair of matches for the Cardinals last week. Serrain and the rest of the men's volleyball team have a tough task ahead of them this Friday as they take on #1 ranked overall Ohio State Buckeyes inside Worthen Arena. The Cardinals are looking to extend upon their 3-game winning streak. And guys, the NFL could very well look very different next year with all the changes that are being made.
Sorry, I was
one of the changes
a little
is
quiet
they're
there.
looking to
We were
make
doing
the
some
touchback,
complicated things.
The 25-yard line, and also if a player commits 2 personal fouls in game, they can be ejected automatically right away.
Wow, it's going to make the game a little different for the
Indeed,
players.
yes.
Prompter scroll. And a break.
Good job, guys. All right, 2 minutes.
Entertainment didn't write their team. Sorry, guys.
You got a key?
I don't know that they said anything to you. Have you tried to say anything to Heather?
Can have the biggest impact.
Because she's worried her IFB isn't working. She hasn't heard anything.
Hang on a second. Hey, Tony, you test?
We go straight to entertainment.
Test
But when
whether
my
it was
owner lost his
IFB.
job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel
Raise
got
your hand
into
if you
it
hear
so
something,
bad,
but-
I wound up looking like an ice cream.
Okay, we're She can't hear anything.
Yeah, she can't.
But thankfully, I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old
Has he
self.
been?
And
If he's been trying to talk to her, she hasn't heard
unconditional
anything.
love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
She should be on IFB1, right?
Everyone else.
Well, okay, I will relay times. Tony, give me times. I'll relay times to floor director.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
All right.
It has to be given
Kim
to
5, you up?
Freely.
Sorry, I had to adjust the lights. We're good.
Okay.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
What?
Pan right, just a hair.
It's rape.
Is he okay on time?
Consent.
If you don't get it,
Is Max on?
you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn
How does that look?
And take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Okay, they cut his last 2 stories. 30 seconds left, by the way.
Does that framing look okay?
Framing looks good. As
So
long as he
just his
doesn't move.
framing is okay, right? Just
Yeah.
his frame.
Yeah, framing's okay.
I meant first story, just his first story.
What do you mean? What?
They're just doing his first story, right?
Yep. Yep, just 1 story. That's right. And coming back in right now. Cue him.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Max Wilson. Here's what's going on in the world of entertainment. Joe Giudice, the husband of Bravo Network's Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice, surrendered himself to federal prison in New Jersey today. He will serve a 41-month sentence for bankruptcy fraud charges. Teresa, his brother, his sister, and several other members of the Giudice family were present when he turned himself in, according to his attorney. The
Yeah, I think that
Giudices
answers
both
your question.
pleaded guilty in March 2014
Come back to
to
camera
federal
one.
bankruptcy fraud
Yes,
charge.
camera one.
Teresa was released from prison in December after serving a 15-month
And coming in.
That's all tonight for Newslink Indiana. Have a good night.
Yeah. Damn.
Are we good?